I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my click. I need a 30 for 30.
T, that boy that JoJo calls Jordan-esque. that boy JoJo is making another appearance because his Chiefs were able to beat the Buffalo Bills, which there were fewer people who really picked that one than I thought, because a lot of folks on the Josh Allen train already.
Get off of it.
They own it. They own it, T. Like they putting their seatbelt on the train. And don't get me wrong. I like Josh Allen because I had him on my fantasy team this year. Led me to the fantasy championship game. Did a great job. Okay, cool. But okay, I'm gonna take you missed it last week. Shannon Sharp was like, this past weekend featured the 4 best quarterbacks in the league right now.
No way.
So that statement really hit me like, oh, that means Shannon Sharp believed that Josh Allen is better than Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, all them guys.
I got smoke with Shannon.
Okay.
I'll tell you about it off camera. But I got some real smoke with Shannon, and I'm gonna point it out.
Okay.
You just help me. You got to process me through my thinking. That's what I need you to do. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay. All right. We'll handle that. All right. But what were your takeaways, T, from Chiefs Bills?
This is a public service announcement first.
Okay.
For the world champs. Play loose next weekend. Play like the Bucs can't hold your jockstrap. I would much rather see the Bucs win that game with the Chiefs being the swag Chiefs than I would seeing them play tight, play scared, want to do all this conservative stuff, something that's uncharacteristic of who they are.
Would you say they were tight against the Bills then?
Well, no, they weren't tight. I think they were a little bit, they were looking ahead for a quarter or so. They kind of looked ahead, kind of got the eyes set on flying to Florida. And I think after that, they turned it on. I give credit to one of the guys I kind of listen to, and I kind of listen to him because he gives a different take, and I kind of respect it. Sometimes I don't, but it's just good to hear. And that's Colin Cowherd. And he spoke about the Chiefs being like the first team in the NFL that really is like a basketball team in terms of just turning it on. Versus, we've seen the Warriors and we've seen how 15 points, it don't matter with the Warriors. They're going to come back. And that's what the Chiefs are. And we've seen it numerous times where they're down, but they ain't gone. They just, they even play better when they're behind, according to him. So I just said that to say, don't play loose. That's my public service announcement. Don't play loose in the Super Bowl.
Don't play tight.
I mean, play tight. I'm sorry. Don't play tight. Play loose. Make sure you are play like, hey, look, y'all the champs. Y'all just going to take this strap tonight. That's it. But now my reaction to the game was the Chiefs do what they do. They do what they do. You cannot stop that playbook. I just wonder, you a Madden guy, what that playbook look like for them on Madden, man?
Man, when you get the Chiefs on Madden, if you play against somebody, like cats be like accusing you of cheating almost.
Okay.
Because that boy Reek, same way, he gonna take the top up off your ass and you can just throw that bitch up. Travis, same way, he gonna catch pretty much everything. You can't nobody guard him. Didn't both of them boys have 100 this past game?
Yeah.
What the fuck you supposed to do with that?
Ain't nothing you can do.
T, what can you do with that? That threw that ball to Reek one time, T. It wasn't even a bomb, like an underneath type.
You talking about that on the sideline, and he just yeah.
What? You see how he took off from that boy?
Man, it was too easy. It's too
but
easy.
T, everybody in the league fast. Everybody fast. How does he do that to guys in the league?
See, you're not gonna disrespect Tyreek like this.
No.
Tyreek is Tyreek. That's how we're gonna talk about this. He's not fast. Tyreek is Tyreek.
Tyreek.
See, he's one of one.
That boy there.
He's one of one.
What you think he would do? I coach track. You a former track star. What would Reek do in the Olympics? You think?
If he like for real train,
Dead ass. If he get dead ass.
I think he could be like on the cusp of a world record. If he trained for track,
Right.
I think he could be he could be world class. He might be right off the gate 10-1, 10 flat. And I'm just giving him that because that's just, he's a football player. So he might be heavier or whatever. And he might, his body might have to change a little bit, I think, for track. But I think he could be 9'6", 9'7" if he just felt like it. If he felt like it. If he wanted to just like be right next to Usain's legs back then,
Right.
he could do that.
That boy different, man.
It's different, man.
That boy different. And then Mahomes out here acting like he ain't even had no slick concussion last week. I'm still seeing him get up. He tried to do a spin move on Cuz. Like he running this shit. Just go out of bounds, man. Nah, he trying to do a spin move back in.
His foot was still bottom in that game too. You could tell it. He wasn't moving with 100% motion, but just 90% is enough.
That's why JoJo said this was his flu game.
Oh, I didn't see that. When he say that?
I think he might have said that off camera. Then he was like, yeah, this.
I don't know.
JoJo said it, man. Jordan-esque.
I don't know if this is flu game. Now you got to slow down on that one. You got to slow down on that one because at least in the flu game, it was like critical. It was like crucial all the way to the end.
Right.
This was a wrap.
But we definitely gonna talk about the Chiefs and Bucks next week when we do our who gonna win and pretty much preview this game. Yeah. What do you see from the Bills going forward? Do you think they finna dominate that East, or you think they gonna have some trouble with Miami? Do you see the hoodie getting him a quarter? Well, I hate to say getting him a quarterback. He had Cam, but I don't know what's wrong with Cam now. Cam.
It's a lot. It's a lot that New England needs to work on and address. I think they may have to restructure organizationally in terms of how to stay competitive. They may need to open the checkbook up a little bit, break the bags out. I know you don't want to do that. Maybe break the bag out offensively a little bit, but defensively maybe not.
So you don't see them challenging the Bills next year, then?
I don't see it unless they do some real crazy stuff. Miami they pull the Watson trade off because they're telling me that Watson is eyeing Miami. They're saying Miami is the front runner right now. If they pull that off, gosh, man, and then they already got the third pick in the draft.
Come on, say something. Sound like you want to say something.
If they pull Watson in, I'm gonna say preseason. If I do when I do my little preseason thing, which I got to do on IG too, some divisional stuff.
Come on.
But preseason, I'm gonna take Miami. If they get Watson, I'm gonna take Miami.
If Watson.
If they get Watson.
Without Watson and with Tua, where you going? Can they challenge the Bills for that division?
I'm gonna say yeah, and I'm gonna say it like this. I saw a lot of really good talent that I think with another year and then the Dolphins understanding that, look, we bad too. Like we can be a problem too. Like finally understanding who they are and not being scared. Cause like you think about it, they had the Chiefs on the road first half in that game. They played them in the or later in the season. They had Mahomes. I think they got 2 picks off Mahomes in that game.
Yeah, remember he said something like he got a love-hate relationship with something with Miami.
Okay.
I think he won his Super Bowl there, if I'm not mistaken. But then he was like, I just played like shit here.
Yeah, he played like crap. And they were pressuring him and they forced him into a couple picks in that game.
Yeah.
And I think the Dolphins just got to do enough to put it together. And they have so much afforded to them to get their team better that I think they could actually, if they make the right moves in the draft and free agency and etc., they could be an issue. I think they could really be an issue next year. They will be my favorite.
So AFC East might be a little interesting next year.
It could be.
We'll see with that. See if this Josh Allen Everybody on the Josh Allen train. Are they gonna be unbuckling the seatbelt? Was this a one of with Diggs and all that kind of stuff? We won't see what
They got to find a run game. Teams are gonna figure them out. You think about it. Think about Lamar and the year he had 2 years ago, and how teams figured that out. And if you're gonna, and teams are going, well, if we stop Diggs, make Beasley, make McKenzie, make Davis, make somebody else beat me. Let's find out. If we shut Diggs down, what else y'all got to deliver? You had no run game. You didn't even try to run the ball. What you gonna do?
That is interesting because everybody was so excited about Lamar, and then to just see how folks come at Lamar now, it's like it's night and day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it was just trendy to get on with Lamar, but we could touch on Lamar on another level. I got things to say about that too, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, we'll see the Chiefs down there in Tampa Bay. Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, legend, young legend versus the old legend. It's gonna be good. Gonna be good.
No doubt.
Go.
Subscribe to our daddy's YouTube channel. He's the best. Hit the like button, turn on the notifications.